Today, let's learn how to create this interesting pull down effect in PowerPoint. You can use this to reveal explanation of photos, or you can replace these with icons and you can have icons with text explanation, or you can have them as terms and you will have these as definitions. So there are a lot of uses for this very interesting effect. Let us learn how to create this from scratch. But before that, I am Ramgopal from presentationprocess.com, the creator of comprehensive all-in-one PowerPoint bundle, a collection of more than 4,500 premium animated PowerPoint templates that help you create beautiful and engaging presentations in minutes. The first step is to create a prototype with a photo and the corresponding text. So let us go to Insert, go to Pictures and let us insert a stock image. And let us have that cropped into a proper square shape. Now I'm going to take a bird here. Let us take this bird and I say insert. Now we need to crop this into a square shape. So we will use 1:1 ratio. So go to picture format, go to crop and say aspect ratio and say 1:1. Now the cropping area is determined. You click outside and then you resize it and keep it to one side. Then let us go to Home, go to Auto Shapes Gallery, pick up the rectangle tool, hold the shift button down and draw a square like so. Then let us make a duplicate of this by pressing Ctrl D. Let us give this a different color so you can see what I'm doing here. Go to Shape Outline, say No Outline, place this right on top of the previous one. Then hold Ctrl and Shift and then click and drag from the corner ever so slightly so that this expands from all directions from center. Then right click and send this to back. Now that forms the border. We are going to fill this with this picture. So right click, cut it and then right click on this shape. Then go to format shape, go to fill and say picture or texture fill and then picture source is clipboard. Now the reason why I first drew a square shape and then fill this with picture is if I want to replace this with some other picture, I'd be able to do so quite easily without losing the dimensions or animation. Now the next step is to write our explanation here. Now to save some time, I've already written this text. Now I'm going to make this invisible by selecting this and then by choosing the font color the same as the slide color. This will get revealed when I draw this down so that the contrast is created and the text becomes visible. So naturally the next step is for this to be pulled down, but a hand needs to come and pull it down. So let us go to Insert Icons and look for hand icon. The one that I want is this one. Let us say Insert. Now we have this beautiful icon available. Let me slightly rotate this so it looks as if this is coming and pulling it down. Beautiful. Then let us select this outer frame, go to animations, then go to motion path animation lines. You can see the default direction is to down. Now the distance is not sufficient. I can hold the shift button down and then click and drag this red so that it comes down just enough so it touches the previous area. Can you see here? This was the original place and now we have moved it so it touches the bottom edge of the original place. Then let us go to animation pane and let us go to the drop down menu, go to effect options and then let us add a bit of a bounce end here, maybe around 1 second or something like that. And then say okay. So this bouncing looks a lot more interesting. Now that we have got animation on this frame, we need to have the same animation on this one as well. So let us select this animation, then go to Animation Painter and then click on the hand. So that also has the same exact animation for the same length and with the bounce. And this happens with previous. Now we need to have this entering the scene first before it does this. So let us select this, add animation, and this is very important. Don't go for any of these options because this will replace the earlier animation. So let us go to add animation and say this is going to float in. So that is how it enters the scene. And this happens first and right after that this pull down happens. So let us say this happens after previous and after this whole thing happens we want this to exit the scene. So let us add animation and say it is going to exit using a simple fly out animation and this happens after previous. And when I go to slideshow you can see that on a click we have this coming in, drawing that down and we have the text revealed. Perfect. Now the next step is to make multiple copies of this. So let us select all of this. Then press Ctrl D to create a duplicate and then place it right next to the previous one. Now you just need to hit Ctrl D again, and again. So we have got 5 copies complete with animation. Now you will understand why I did this filling of shape with picture. Let us insert a new picture, pictures, stock images, and let us search for another bird this time. There are quite a few beautiful ones available here. Let us select this one and say insert. Once again, we need to have this cropped into a square shape. So let us go to crop, aspect ratio and say 1:1. You can always click and move this so you can position it exactly where you want it. Looks perfect. Then right click, cut this so that now is in the clipboard of your computer. Now you select this photo, right click, go to format picture, then go to fill, picture or texture fill, picture source is now clipboard. Inside the clipboard you already have this picture saved. Now if you want to have some kind of a harmony between this picture and this frame, you can always pick this color for the frame from inside the photo. To do that, all you need to do is to select this frame first, go to shape fill, go to eyedropper tool and then pick one of the colors from inside. Now this color looks quite interesting. Let me just click on it. Now the frame is changed. Now when I go to slideshow, you can see on a click, first I introduce the first picture and the explanation, and then I introduce the second picture and the explanation, and the same thing can be continued for the remaining photos as well. Now let me show you 3 example templates taken from our comprehensive all-in-one PowerPoint bundle that takes the same idea to the next level with advanced animation. Here we have a center point. On a click, we show the first picture and the explanation, and then the second picture and the explanation, and you can see that the picture changes every time I click and a new explanation is revealed. The next example is this one where we show 4 points one after another, once again with 4 pictures. On a click, we show the first picture like this and then the explanation and then the second picture, and then we have the third picture, and then we have the fourth picture. The last one is fairly simple. On a click, we have a hand that comes and underlines the details of the first picture, then the second picture, the third picture, and the fourth one. Now, if you don't have the time to create these kind of elaborate animations, we have done all the hard work for you, and we have more than 4,500 such highly professional PowerPoint animated templates called Comprehensive All-in-One PowerPoint Bundle. I will leave a link to this useful product in the description box below the video. If you are a professional and you want to make an impression on your audience, then this could be the right choice. In the meantime, do you want to learn some simple and creative PowerPoint ideas you can use in your next presentation? Then click on the link here to join our 5-day free email course called 25 Creative PowerPoint Ideas. These are simple, quick and useful PowerPoint ideas I have not shared elsewhere. So go ahead, click on the link, join the course, and I will see you inside.